Hi. Okay, I guess I must be in a storytelling mood this week. when I'm also thinking too, I'm gonna have to inventory my stories, because the one I'm about to tell you now, I think I may have told before, but then again I don't remember, and it's just like the one I told yesterday. I think maybe, but anyway, whatever. So I think I'm gonna have to do like an inventory to make sure I don't end up double telling stories. So anyhow, the story that I was thinking about after I graduated from high school in Carlstead, Minnesota, Papa and Mama had decided sometime that previous winter or whatever, that they were going to sell the farm in Minnesota and move back to Alabama, which was probably a great idea. I mean, it should have been a great idea. They didn't stay long, which is unfortunate, and that's why it didn't turn out to be a great idea. But I think it was a really, really good idea. Anyway, so that summer, after I got out of high school, Papa wanted to take the farm trucks and haul some equipment from Carlstead, which is in far northern Minnesota, to this place that they had bought in Alabama. So he was going to drive one truck and I was going to drive the other. And I think I've talked about these trucks before. And the truck that I was driving was the one that we had bought in Idaho, that the one that had to be double clutched. I think I talked about that before. So anyway, now, and the truck he's driving is this International Harvester farm truck from, I think it was the late 50s, maybe the early 60s. And just so you know, I loved this truck. It was, oh yeah, I think I talked about this before. But it had this big old round steering wheel and a big old curved windshield, and then it had the big old curved fenders and hood, and I just loved that truck. And it just smelled like an old truck in a good way, not an old truck in a bad way. And so anyway, so we head off, and this is a pretty long trip, because it's a pretty long trip, and it's especially a pretty long trip because he didn't want to drive that old International more than like 45 miles an hour, because he was, again, it was an old truck. I think he was afraid it would overheat, that, and better to make the trip slowly than not make the trip at all. So we leave, and I just have a couple of incidents on this trip that occur to me. Once, one of them is that we were going through Tennessee, and it was very hilly. There are parts of Tennessee that have a lot of hills, and we were on the interstate, so there's two lanes on our side of the road, two lanes on the other side of the road, and we're driving along at our little 45 miles an hour, and I see somebody coming up behind me. I see it in the mirror on the left, and this guy is in a pickup truck, and he is towing. No, I take that back. He's in a car, and he's towing an old pickup truck on a tow bar. And again, Gussie and Verona, if you don't know what a tow bar is, have Jenny and your dad look it up, show you what it is. But anyway, so he's and he's coming down this hill, and I see as he goes past me that this pickup truck that he's hauling has started to swing back and forth, and the swinging is getting bigger and bigger, and what causes this is that the pickup truck was heavier than the car. And so as they started going down this hill, basically the weight of the pickup truck caused the truck to try and pass the car, or to push on the back of the car. And since it was heavier than the car, that's what made it start swinging. And so the guy, by going faster down the road, was hoping, if you will, to outrun the pickup truck, or at least get into a situation where he was now, where he was pulling the truck and the truck wasn't pushing him. But at this point, the truck was pushing him, and that's what was making it swing. So anyway, so he gets up beside me, and I see this swinging. This swinging gets bigger and bigger, and Papa was in front of me, and I'm like, oh God, I can see what's going to happen here. And so so I'm flashing my lights and blowing my horn and everything, trying to get Pawpaw to see what's going on behind him. And I don't think he notices, or he doesn't know what the heck I'm trying to do. And so as this guy gets up beside Pawpaw's truck, he is now swinging from one side of the lane to the other. I mean, just a pendulum that's going almost a full 180 degrees. And as he goes past Pawpaw, he takes one final sort of big swing, and I thought for sure that he was going to hit, that pickup truck that the guy was hauling would hit Pawpaw in the front of his truck. Fortunately, he didn't. Pawpaw said it just barely missed him. I mean, by inches, it missed him. But anyway, so he missed Pawpaw, but that was kind of the last big swing, because the next one actually swung him all the way around a full circle and then dragged him into the ditch. And so that's kind of, so we pulled over to check on him, and they were all okay. I mean, the guy was a little shaken up, but nobody was hurt or anything. And I will tell you this, there was enough force in all the swinging and stuff that tow bar, which are pretty strong, I believe, was actually broken. Anyway, that was one of those stories about that. I think that's long enough. I will tell another story on another recording, okay? Thanks. Love you.